Thank you so much, Dr. Mohammed, for that introduction and for sharing that amazing story. We all know that access to education is so critical and so important. And this is a key part of my presentation today. It's about making education accessible to those who need it most, and that is the students of the MENA region. Before I go any further, I'd like to extend my deepest gratitude to His Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Talal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud and Her Excellency Miss Huda Al Bakar for inviting me to this forum. This presentation outlines a strategic framework for climate education in the MENA region that is poised to yield high economic returns. And the returns are not just on economic investment per se, but on intellectual investment. A climate curriculum for regenerative blue and yellow economies empowers students to create integrated multi-sectoral solutions to protect coastal blue carbon ecosystems, that's the blue economy, alongside sustainable land management practices to combat desertification, the yellow economy. Both yellow and blue economies are vital for green growth and regional climate resilience. I invite you today to walk the blue and yellow path to green futures with me. How can climate education power the blue and yellow economies of the MENA region? Proactive investment in climate education, intellectual infrastructure can actually save huge amounts of costs and avoid substantial GDP losses through educational enablement that cultivates values, systems awareness, and agency required to reach the Paris Agreement targets. And this works alongside boosting innovative green expertise to address primary drivers of climate vulnerability. The 3 pillars of the strategic framework for climate education proposed here: saving costs, unlocking value, and regenerating economies. These values are key interlinkages between the blue and the yellow economies, and they come under the umbrella of the green economy. That's the significance of the picture up on the screen. The blue, the yellow, and it mixes into green quite naturally. How can the MENA region save costs? By building adaptive intellectual and human capital to avoid massive climate-related economic losses. In the MENA region, key drivers of climate-related economic losses, as we've heard today, are water scarcity, extreme heat, sea level rises, land degradation. Meeting Paris Agreement targets could save the MENA region an estimated 17 to 23% GDP by 2050, an avoidable loss that can be overcome through investment in adaptive intellectual and human capital. Climate education can simultaneously unlock value. How do we do that? By developing a skilled workforce for blue economy opportunities, valued at 300 to 500 billion by 2030. The marine environment plays a critical role in the MENA regional economy by supporting essential economic activities such as capture fisheries, maritime transport and ports, coastal tourism, and offshore renewable energy and marine technology as well, as we've heard today. In terms of the yellow economy, the sector generates massive GDP from renewable energy projects, with the MENA region having potential to create 10 million new jobs by 2050 through green industrialization, including green hydrogen, solar power, and electric mobility. According to the IEA, the region's solar energy potential alone could meet global energy demand several times over. However, realizing this potential requires a skilled workforce with expertise in climate specializations, engineering, project management, and technical operations. It requires MENA countries to cultivate intellectual infrastructure for regenerative blue and yellow economies. What could this impact of investment in climate education look like 20 years from now? Let's have a look at the possibilities. Sorry, so I'll just tell you who he is. His name is Bilal. He is an AI generated avatar that I created for you to appreciate some of the potential of education in terms of unlocking value. He, in this characterization, he is a refugee specialist in dealing with education for climate refugees. And what he's done in this example of Alexandria is train a skilled workforce to circumvent some of the catastrophes that lay ahead. What this video shows essentially not just the potential of AI that we can use to storytell, use it as a powerful conduit for storytelling, but also the potential of what we can't see today by investing in intellectual infrastructure, which is education. How can we achieve transformation, educational transformation? So, as the example of Bilal has shown, by building strong narratives around resilience and adaptation through climate curriculum, using AI to create immersive experience, such as the amazing, outstanding official forum documentary created by Ms. Hoda and her team. These model how rich storytelling can be used to embed climate literacy and environmental stewardship values. Now, the MENA region is a global leader in key climate adaptation and mitigation initiatives, including projects like the NWFE program, that is the nexus of water, food, and energy. The MENA region has hosted both COP27 as well as COP28 in the UAE. Other key global leadership initiatives include the Middle East Green Initiative and the Riyadh Global Drought Resilience Partnership. In addition to leveraging strengths, a story of educational transformation must be achieved by building off current educational foundations. For example, by integrating climate education into science, engineering, technology, the arts, and mathematics, also known as STEAM as an acronym for short. We don't need to reinvent the wheel with a climate change curriculum, we just need to make it more relevant. This is a case study of Singapore, a country that has achieved some success in this area. Having been born and raised in Singapore, I'm familiar with the country's education system as well as its climate vulnerability profile. Extreme heat, limited water catchment areas, sea level rise, and resource dependence, which mirrors elements of MENA's challenges. However, despite its high risk profile, Singapore is ranked 6th globally on the ND Gain Country Index, which measures a country's vulnerability to climate change in combination with its readiness to improve resilience. The country has achieved high adaptive capacity despite its vulnerabilities. How?
Dr. Lynn, Dr. Mary, if you can conclude.
I'm sorry?
You can conclude. If you can make the last word.
Okay. Okay, well, the benefits of investing in intellectual capital in Singapore have shown to reduce vulnerability, enhance resilience. We've championed educational excellence by ranking #1 globally in the OECD PISA rankings, which ranks students and 15-year-old students in terms of their competencies in maths, science. The MENA region, however, has scored less well in this regard, and a critical factor causing the lack of performance in this regard has been the self-belief that students have, according to PISA data, the self-belief that they have in their own ability to succeed through effort and seeing the future utility of subjects. This is an avoidable cost, the cost of losing instrumental motivation and the cost of economic the economic loss due to the loss of these growth mindsets in students. Our role is to help youth in the MENA region not just dream of jobs that currently exist, but also the jobs of the future that don't yet exist. I had another video to show you a future graduate of such a program of climate education.
I didn't think the videos are working. No, so let's make it later.
Yes, we're not. I'm just wrapping up.
Yeah.
Yes. But yes, since I can't show you the video. That was her. But what it was going to show you was the potential of jobs that we can't yet see. And I would like to just close with what I've prepared here, which is the transformation blueprint. And that is a roadmap, essentially, on how this transformative education through climate, specific climate education leveraging STEM pedagogies in addition to many others, can be achieved in the MENA region. There are a range of booklets available at the reception area for you to pursue in your own time.